Hiya!
Yes, that's the only thing I got out of this movie.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? I should have known. The hit streak couldn't last.
No. Today we are reviewing Welcome to Valentine.
I would not be welcome in Valentine because I want to leave now.
Like, you want to leave?
I want to leave. I don't even want to do this review.
I don't know. I wouldn't mind an actual town that celebrated V-Day like Christmas. This one just wasn't the one.
No, and you know, we don't like to be hard on movies that we didn't enjoy because as filmmakers, we know what goes into making a movie. It's tough. It's harder than you think, than what I think people think.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, the one thing I can't get by a lot of the times is like, oh, this script got made.
Exactly.
So
I know.
Yeah, I can immediately say this movie feels very off-brand for Hallmark, which is kind of a shame considering this movie was actually filmed very close to us, the province of Ontario in Canada.
And we could definitely tell.
Yeah, as soon as I saw a new production company logo at the start, I knew we were in for a stinker.
Oh,
I know.
That's bad to think that.
I know, but the quality control for these movies is usually pretty set and standard, and I applaud Hallmark for giving new stories and productions a shot, but this one shot straight past my heart.
Oh, I feel the same way.
Well, anyways, what's this one about?
Hold up, we should mention that the IMDb synopsis is actually wrong for this. They mention that Olivia loses her job, you know, has to start over, whatever, but also loses a boyfriend. We didn't see a mention of a boyfriend.
Oh, wow.
So that's strange.
Some editing.
So if that's, you know, if you're thinking, oh, our synopsis is different than the IMDb, it's because it is, but it's because it's the right
I
one.
don't think people are comparing them.
I know, but just in case.
So what's this one about in your synopsis?
Olivia, played by Kathryn Davis, is a small-town girl who moved to New York to pursue a career in art. In the span of a few days, she gets fired, loses her apartment, can't afford a plane ticket home, and then she meets George, her roommate's cousin, and he obliges to take her to Nebraska on his way to Los Angeles. After a mechanical accident, George gets stuck in Nebraska, but soon realizes it could be his ticket out of an unwanted, destined life and an opportunity to find love.
True love?
Always.
Hiya!
I hope people understand what we're referencing when we do hiya. I mean, they will, but
Uncle Roger's pretty popular.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what did we think?
You know, okay, when the leads of a movie are not likable at all, then it's already off to a pretty bad start, I would say. You have this immature, tempestuous child on one side, and then this uptight Nepo baby jerk on the other. I mean, it was not good. These two were not compatible at all. I didn't see any chemistry. The story was slightly interesting because of the promise of a road trip, and which I always find, you know, fun.
They literally like montaged by it. It wasn't
not
even
what
a
we
road
got.
trip.
Yeah, so we're just stuck in Valentine, Nebraska, and the promise of even a quaint small town obsessed with Valentine's Day couldn't even save this one. That's weird.
Yeah, definitely.
The writing was bad. It was just bad.
Not awful.
I was gonna say atrocious, and then I stepped back. I was like, no, that's too harsh. It's not atrocious. It was just bad. It just wasn't
bad.
good.
Standard bad.
And that's harsh too. I hate to say it. It's harsh, but it is what it is, right?
Well, why don't we focus on what we did like first?
Okay, so what did we, I mean, I already said what we didn't like.
Yeah, there's more of that.
Yeah. What did we like? Well, I liked the painting that Olivia made of Big Red of the car. That was very nice.
Yeah, and I like kind of the sentiment of it. Like I liked how she just kind of just randomly mailed it to him, but there was another one. Did she mail it to his dad as well? So he got one and his dad got one? Is that what it was?
No, that's who got it.
There was two paintings.
No, there was one.
She had two paintings. She mailed two.
She mailed two?
Yeah, and they never showed where the other one went.
Oh my goodness, I only saw the one.
No,
his dad
right
opened
away.
it.
I was like, oh, I wonder where the other painting went.
Well, there you go. Clearly we checked out or we weren't paying attention. I'm not sure, but I thought I only saw one being revealed towards the end.
We'll check it, but I'm almost positive.
I thought the reference to her mother who had passed, who was also an artist, was quite touching.
Yeah, it was very brief though. They kind of like, oh, by the way, she did all these paintings in the diner. I was like, oh, okay, so that makes sense.
Yeah, there was just a slight moment of like sad reference.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. There was also an interesting transition right at the beginning where we see her as a child on a farm And, you know, we see all these people walking around her while she's laying down in kind of the grass. It's like snowy grass. And then it transitions to her as an adult walking down a busy New York City street. And that was right off the bat. So I was like, oh, wow, are they going to actually maybe do some interesting framing and shots?
It was kind of cool. And actually, you know, there was some interesting camera work through the whole movie. And in that intro scene, it didn't really connect to the rest of the movie.
No.
I would say the camera work and just the look of the movie was better than any of the content in the movie.
Yeah, because what I found interesting, and yes, it was only at the beginning that they did the interesting stuff. It almost felt like they were rushing the rest of the movie because they were doing a lot of like handheld camera following of characters, like Law and Order SVU or NYPD Blue or something like that. Not to that extent.
It definitely looks like an SVU episode in the beginning.
I mean, it looked pretty good. I was quite impressed, and then it just fell off course from there.
Yeah, I mean, the visuals and stuff like that didn't really irk me at all. This is way more story and acting, I think.
Oh my goodness. Well, let's just get to performances, because this is where it really falls flat. I mean, the story itself could have been improved, definitely. The writing definitely could have been improved, but the performances...
I mean, I don't think they fell flat. I think they were too much. It was just not like...
It was just not working. Choices were bad.
I didn't buy them as who they were supposed to be. I mean,
Olivia, she's like a bit of a spaz. She seems to have ADHD, which is fine.
Yeah, but it just
ADHD.
didn't...
She just seemed too annoyed the whole time. I also thought that she was too cutesy, you know, and I just
and the
can't stand
cutesy
it.
and annoyed thing, they don't go hand in hand very well, and she definitely wasn't bridging the gap for us.
No,
you know, if anything, I believed George's character because he kind of did play the Nepo baby jerk fairly well.
He did.
And I did think he was better than her.
You know what I can't stand? I can't stand when women don't act their age. And that's not to mean that they can't be like childlike and have fun, you know, at times, but it almost seemed like she was like dumbing herself down.
Yeah.
And, you know, George, yes, he played that part well. He's not supposed to be very likable, but he was also not charming at all. He's like this rich, bratty trust fund kid, and he didn't come around soon enough to like redeem himself, right? Like, I don't know. The standout for me was Olivia's best friend, the actress who got the role in Chicago, Tess, played by Sophie Bastel.
Bastel?
Yeah, she was great. Not too over the top. She's very believable and likable. Like, she was good.
Oh, do you mean Detective Bustamante?
Yeah, I had an issue with that name, but...
That was stupid. Do you know that the actual Italian translation of Bustamante basically means mind like an envelope?
Wow, Bustamante. Yeah, because it's like busta is the envelope.
Envelope
mind.
mind. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's interesting.
That name was so stupid.
That's actually pretty neat.
But yeah, I wanted to see more of her. She belonged on screen better.
She only had like 5 lines the whole movie. Not really, but yes.
Basically.
Like.
And that's not saying much considering she was just portraying an actress. That's like what she is. So I was like, oh.
Oh God, I thought this movie was a disaster. Oh my God.
Yeah, I didn't really like either lead, but I would say that George just eked out a win between the two if I was going between them. But as you said, the side characters were better than the leads here.
Definitely.
The little kid, Mickey, played by Bayan Hoffman, he was pretty cute.
He was cute.
I actually thought he was going to be annoying after like the oddest, weirdest entry I've ever seen in a character when he comes down the stairs to greet the stranger he's meeting for the first time by slapping him in the ass.
That was a bit weird.
And then calling it a booty. I was like, what just happened here? But what's even weirder is that the ass slap and the Valentine he snuck into George's pocket in the garage was actually the closest we got to any chemistry in this movie. And that's weird.
It's very true, unfortunately. Yeah.
Well, let's get to Nit Picky.
Yeah. So the first one, I mean, there's a lot here. There's a lot.
Okay.
Right off the bat, there was a really bad transition with the mushroom soup gag. I mean, mushroom soup gag, I can't even believe I'm saying that.
Mushroom soup gag, I'm down with it. And if it was
fun.
If it was executed better, yeah, just like, you know, sorry.
Like it was like if it was holding soup and you're just like, yeah, okay, give me it. And then
no, not even. You literally saw him like,
it seemed very put on. Like they thought, how quickly can we create a situation where he bumps into Olivia and causes the soup to spill everywhere?
Yeah, I saw it coming. As soon as she came out with the soup, I was like...
It's a form of lazy writing. I would say it's a form of lazy writing.
Very
it's
much.
kind of lazy directing here.
Yeah, a little
I don't
bit.
want to say it.
No, well, you have to. There's a lot of that in this movie. And yeah, it didn't even look believable. It looked like he did it on purpose because he
No,
did.
that's why. It looked very put on, therefore not very believable. Like do something, turn around, like trip over something. Just trip over someone's long dress. Or, like, I don't know, like ideas.
Yeah.
Ideas.
Anything else. Yeah.
And then there's another one there.
Another one?
When they arrived in Valentine, did he park in the middle of the road and it was just like in the middle of the street? And what were they looking at? The camera doesn't ever show the other perspective.
No, I know. It looked so odd. And it's like they just kind of stopped there for a second. His car's literally like parked like that in the middle of the road. So it's like the only thing that made sense was like, they're looking at a lake or something.
Or something. They
It's
never
like-
showed us, which is strange. You
I mean,
don't have your character stand there and really like almost be mesmerized by something. Like, wow, take a look at that, you know? And then like step forward, like closer to the camera. And then like not show the landscape or the town or whatever it is that they're looking at. That's weird.
I have a theory. I think it's this.
Do you believe me now?
All right, bucket list item checked.
That was definitely it, for sure. That was it. Yeah. And the mechanic.
Yeah, the only mechanic in town doesn't know how to do his job. Even like the very basic first thing you do as a mechanic, like black on black, red on red.
Red on red,
which George tells him when he gets out of the car, which doesn't make any sense. There's no reason you should have to say that to the mechanic. And I was like, okay, well, something's gonna happen. Oh, wow, did he mix up the red and black? He's a freaking mechanic. And it's like, that is more lazy writing.
Lazy writing.
Very much. Like, that didn't need to be in there at all. But that was the whole reason he was there. So it's like they're, you know.
I can't believe this got made. It kind of gives me hope, and I feel like I've said this before because we're currently writing a script for Hallmark, and
We know
I mean
what not to
that's
do.
why we don't really want to bash or be too harsh. But at the same time, I mean, if the story and the writing and the characterization is not strong or developed enough, and you know, we have to call a spade a spade.
I would
right?
hope people would bash us if we made something bad.
Sure, I mean, constructive criticism, right? Yeah.
More Nit Picky.
Yeah.
We had the diner full of people chanting, George, 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 when he just bought everybody a milkshake was
kinda strange.
uncomfortably awkward.
Yeah.
Milkshakes, please.
Let's give it up for my boy George!
Yes.
George! George!
It felt like that scene in Everybody Loves Raymond when the cult is very happy to have Ray there.
George, more nitpicky. George looking for parts very randomly through a junkyard.
Yeah, so you're a car guy. You know exactly what your car needs. But why check under the hoods of dozens of cars in the lot? Like, it's clearly in one of those garbage bins.
It's just like strange choices.
Yeah, it was like, I mean, they needed them to have like a moment there, and I guess that's also why the mechanic wasn't there, even though he f***ed up the car and was like supposed to be helping him the entire time. He's like, oh yeah, just go randomly look through my junkyard.
It's just very strange to have this moment at a junkyard.
I mean, the junkyard's fine, but like maybe just be in one of the hoods. Open one of those cars.
Well,
Like,
you
just,
think
like-
if there's something wrong with your engine,
Yeah, you're not looking at garbage bins.
maybe you are. I'm not a car
I mean,
person,
that
but,
is
like,
where he ended up finding the cable or whatever. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, sure. Maybe before that, he checked every hood. And I don't know.
we can only assume.
Yeah. I actually do have one hit picky.
Okay.
And it's not really a hit picky, but it's that crazy old white lady sitting in the smallest chair I've ever seen. Watching them, like,
It was the chair?
yeah, I don't know, just like her character. It was so absurd and out of place for her to
I
be
thought it
sitting
was a
there
little strange.
watching them. I have to categorize it as a hit.
I don't think it was hit. I think that should be another nit because I don't want to go there, but you know, she's kind of criticizing and observing what the other people in town are doing, and she's an old white lady.
She was racist.
Yes. Yes, I don't want to play the race card there, but I don't know, like that's what it felt like.
Anyways, there's a bunch of nits. Might as well get to writer and director. Let's gloss
Guys,
over
this
this.
was bad. Writer and director, I mean, here's a hit. Although maybe it didn't pan out as well as everyone thought it would. But it's all Hallmark newbies. New director, new writers here.
That's a good thing. And like I said before,
So-
I commend Hallmark for giving people a shot, and I
Definitely.
hope they give us a shot
Of
one day, and
course,
I
of
hope we don't
course.
f it up.
Of course, but if something's bad, we'll say it's bad. It's not good. It's
Yeah,
terrible. Go
there-
back to the drawing board.
There's nothing you can do about that. So the director
Yeah.
here is Stefan Broken.
No, maybe. I'm not too
Stefan
sure.
Broken. Some other credits include Holly Hobble, Obsessed to Death, and A Chance for Christmas.
Yes, none of those are Hallmark, as we said. The writers here, there's two writers. The first one is Jen Bashian. Some other credits include A Stone Cold Christmas. She also has a writing credit for The Late Late Show with James Corden, which I thought was really cool.
Very.
And she's written various shorts, which we love.
Yeah.
Because we do shorts, and yeah, that's really cool. The other writer here is Stephanie Abel Horowitz.
Horowitz.
Stephanie Abel Horowitz. Some other writing credits include Sometimes I Think About Dying, which is actually a short, I think it's a short that got some really good, credible festival runs.
Yeah. Oh,
Because I
wait.
heard about that. Sometimes I think about dying. And there's
Yeah,
an
I did hear
A-lister.
about that.
I think there's an A-lister in that. I'll double check and yeah.
I would like to see that.
Yeah. So that's cool. Launchpad and Up North.
All right.
Again, that's okay. We like new blood. We like, you know.
Yeah, and you
that's
know what?
important.
If you've done other things, you know, Hallmark's not an easy game. We've spent a couple
here we
years
are
like
thinking-
actually picking apart movies and seeing how Hallmark movies work. So
Exactly.
it's like, you know,
I
not
mean, we're
everybody.
here criticizing it, but at the same time, we know how hard it is to write, direct, produce, shoot.
Yeah,
Like, we do all that
of it's
stuff,
hard,
so
and you know, there's.
it just didn't work here for us.
No.
It didn't work.
Well, on that note, did this hit or miss the Hallmark for you?
Hard miss. You know, hard.
I know. Yeah, this one's a hard miss for me too. I can't even say that, but like smash. Shot past my heart.
And if you say it's a hard miss, because you don't even like the fact that I like differentiate between the misses and the hits.
No, a hard miss is
I give
fine.
degrees
Yeah,
of
you know,
misses and hits.
we've had harder misses, that's for sure. That's how it goes. So let's get to our Hallmark checklist report card.
Yeah.
Promotion or deadline?
No, I wouldn't say.
No, I mean, no, there's no deadline.
Career-driven lead. Yes, I would
No.
say. Well, I would say
He didn't want to do his career, and she didn't have a career, so no.
Okay, no, that's right. I guess. Well, he wanted to go into philanthropy.
Well, the category is not career aspirations.
True.
Okay.
All right.
Big misunderstanding.
For a short amount of time, yes, her family was led to believe that she was a famous, successful artist in New York.
It was actually only for like 12 minutes.
It really was a very short
She immediately was like, what the
misunderstanding.
hell? Like, Mom, no, he's lying. It's like, oh, freaking
Yeah,
rude,
it didn't
man.
last. A change of heart.
Of course.
Always.
Someone gets dumped, fired, or dies. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
She got fired, and she also dumped soup on them.
Oh my God.
I do.
I guess. Yeah.
Alright.
Second romance subplot.
No. Proposal or wedding?
No.
No. Travel issues?
Definitely. Yes.
Ding ding.
Car breaks down, you're stuck in a small town.
Nice.
Hurt in a car.
Call Willie Matar.
Selling the house, business, or farm?
Negatory.
No.
Big city to small town transition. Yeah.
Yes. The almost kiss. Yes,
We
we
do.
have one here. I thought those were going to be obsolete, but we
Yeah.
got one.
Mad dash to the airport, or mad dash, or
Yes.
come back for her, go get her.
To a certain extent, yes, he
He
comes
did
back.
come back.
Yeah.
I still don't know where that other painting went. Did we miss that?
I can't even remember the other painting.
Like, I thought his dad opened his painting by accident. Like, she definitely had two.
Two paintings? No.
When she
we
was-
saw a little bit of her other paintings in a gallery 1 year later.
But when she was done painting in the thing, like, she walked out and she had two of those rolls. So it was either the same painting or she had another paint. Like, I need to know the mystery. I need to know.
Okay, well, I
might
don't
have
know.
missed it.
I just know she sent a painting to his dad. I saw the reveal, and it was a nice painting.
There needed to be some clarity there, and we just got lost.
Oh my goodness.
I was happy to get over with it and start playing video games again.
Oh my goodness. Guys, let us know what you thought about this one. Are we missing something here? Do we just need to rewatch it? Maybe we weren't paying enough attention.
I really don't think so.
I
We
don't
were
know.
we were paying enough attention.
I
It
was
just-
even taking notes, so that's why I'm surprised I missed that.
Yeah, no.
But
We took
that's
more
okay.
notes for this
It
one than
happens.
we usually do. But yeah,
happens.
that's the way it goes. But let us know what you thought in the comments below.
Yes, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
And hit the little bell to receive notifications.
Yes.
And we'll see you in a few days for the review of Made for Each Other.
I'm excited about this one.
Yeah, that one sounds cute. I think people liked it.
We're a little behind, guys, but
Hey,
we're getting there.
We're getting there.
We're getting there.
And as always, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.